Ladies and gentlemen, we have some absolutely huge news to dive into today. What's happening right now could completely reshape sales momentum for NIO and its sub-brand ONVO. These updates are not just small tweaks, they have the potential to revitalize growth, attract new buyers, and give existing customers more reasons to stay loyal. In fact, some of these changes are already delivering results even before the month ends. So, let's get straight into it. This is not financial advice. Please do your own research. First off, the ONVO L90 has hit an incredible milestone. Even though the month isn't finished yet, the L90 has already crossed 10K deliveries. That's a huge achievement, and it guarantees that this month's final numbers will be well above 10K. It's a clear sign of strong demand and customer confidence in this new model. On top of that, the 7-seater variant of the L90 is now being displayed in many showrooms across China. Customers can walk in, sit inside, and experience it firsthand. And the good news doesn't stop there. Production for the 7-seater version is scheduled to begin around September, meaning we're about to see deliveries ramp up even further. Now, let's address something we've talked about before: the pricing conflict between the ES6 and ES8. Previously, if you wanted to buy an ES6 with the larger 100 kWh battery pack, you would end up paying more than what an ES8 costs. That made no sense at all. Why would anyone pay a premium for the smaller ES6 when the larger, more premium ES8 was actually cheaper with the same or even better features? Buyers were almost forced to choose the ES8 because of this pricing mismatch. Finally, NIO has recognized this issue and made a significant adjustment that changes the game completely. From now on, instead of starting with a 75 kWh battery pack, the 100 kWh pack will come standard, and here's the kicker: without any price increase. That means customers are essentially getting a bigger, better, and more valuable battery for free. This is more than just an upgrade. In effect, it's a massive price cut in disguise. But that's not all. NIO is also offering several additional incentives to make its vehicles even more appealing. Buyers are now getting 240 free battery swap vouchers, 5 years of 0% financing, and 3 years of NOP plus NIO's smart driving service. These extras sweeten the deal even further and show how serious the company is about boosting sales. Let's break down the numbers to see how much of a difference this makes. The base price for the ET5 and ET5 Touring remains at 298K RMB, which is around $41,600. That's the same as before, but now customers get the larger 100 kWh battery included as standard. If you opt for battery rental instead of outright purchase, the math gets even more interesting. Previously, with the smaller 75 kWh battery pack, the rental discount was 70K RMB, but because the 100 kWh battery pack is worth more, the discount is even larger now. Here's what that means. Before, renting the battery meant that the ET5 would cost around 228K RMB, about $31,800. But now, thanks to the new structure, the same car without the battery only costs 190K RMB, which translates to roughly $26,500. That's a price drop of more than $5K when you choose battery rental. And this applies across the lineup: ET5, ET5 Touring, ES6, EC6, ET7, and EC7 all benefit from this new setup. Yes, the monthly payment for battery rental has increased slightly because the 100 kWh pack is larger. It's now 128 RMB per month, around $157, compared to 728 RMB per month, around $100 for the old 75 kWh pack. But think about it: for just a small increase in monthly payment, you're getting much better range and performance. The overall value here is incredible, and the entry cost of owning a NIO car just became far more affordable. This move is truly game-changing. Not only are buyers getting a larger battery and more driving range, but the overall upfront cost is lower when using the rental option. It resolves the awkward pricing mismatch that made the ES8 seem like the only logical choice before. Now, the rest of the lineup is priced competitively and makes sense for different types of buyers. Of course, this shift raises a natural question. What about existing NIO owners who just bought their cars, especially those who paid extra for the larger battery? NIO hasn't ignored them. The company is offering a 6K RMB voucher around $950 that can be applied toward the purchase of another NIO vehicle. Now, it's not a direct cash refund, which might disappoint some, but it's still a fair way to acknowledge those who recently paid more under the old pricing. For customers looking to upgrade or buy a second vehicle, this voucher is a useful bonus. Another concern people have raised is about the availability of batteries in NIO's swap stations. Since new cars will no longer come with 75 kWh packs, does that mean the swap network will be flooded only with older, degraded 75 kWh batteries? NIO has reassured customers that this won't be a problem. The company regularly monitors and maintains the health of all its batteries, ensuring low degradation and consistent performance. On top of that, with more 100 kWh packs entering circulation, availability of higher capacity batteries at swap stations will only improve over time. From a market perspective, this change also creates a beautifully structured price ladder between ONVO and NIO models. Take the ONVO L90, for example. Its all-wheel drive version starts at 226,900 RMB. Just slightly above that, at 230k RMB, you can now get the ES6 with battery rental. This creates a natural step up for buyers if you can stretch your budget just a little further. You can upgrade from an ONVO to a NIO. The same applies at the higher end if your budget is around 300k RMB. Instead of choosing the ONVO L90, you might consider the ES8 with battery rental. This structure avoids messy overlaps and gives buyers clear choices at every price point. A few years ago, NIO's lineup was criticized for clustering all its models around the 300k RMB mark, leading to confusing overlaps where 7 different cars were fighting in the same price bracket. Now, thanks to these changes, the pricing is much clearer and more logical. Customers can pick a car that fits their needs and budget without feeling that another option is awkwardly better for nearly the same price. When you put all of this together, the outcome is simple. NIO's vehicles are now more affordable, more practical, and more attractive than before. Sales momentum is already strong thanks to ONVO L90's impressive debut, and with these new pricing adjustments, demand for the rest of the lineup is bound to grow. Customers get better range, fairer prices, and flexible rental options, while NIO gets a cleaner sales structure and higher volume. To sum everything up, NIO has taken major steps that could reshape its future sales trajectory. ONVO L90 has already smashed through the 10K delivery milestone, proving strong demand. The 7-seater L90 is entering showrooms and will soon begin mass production. Meanwhile, NIO has fixed its pricing problems by making the 100 kWh battery standard without increasing prices. This not only boosts value, but also makes cars cheaper under the battery rental system. Incentives like free swap vouchers, zero-interest financing, and extended smart driving services make the deal even more compelling. Existing owners are being compensated with vouchers. Swap station availability will improve with more 100 kWh packs in circulation. And NIO's lineup now has a clear, logical pricing structure. All of these moves point toward stronger sales, happier customers, and a healthier brand image going forward. This is one of the smartest adjustments NIO has made in years, and it sets the stage for major growth in the months ahead. Thank you for joining us today. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more stock predictions and market insights. Remember to turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update. Happy investing, and see you in the next video.